Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello, all. Welcome to When Queens Converse, a pod show comprised of four very opinionated Black queens that discuss everything from the trending topics to being Black in America. I'm your host, Ashaki, the unfiltered queen. I'm the mother of two very handsome boys, the COO, of Unapologetically Natural, the CEO of the Ideal Experience. I also have with me three very other vivacious queens. I'll let them introduce themselves. I guess we'll start alphabetically. Akua, you're up.
Hey, everyone. Like she said, my name's Akua, and that's my sister, Ashaki. I am the mother of four beautiful children, grown-ups. I have a child who is attending TSU in his second year of college, all the way down to second grade. I'm also married to my fabulous husband, Trevor Gaylor. I am a social worker by trade, and I also own two businesses myself. I am the CEO of Unapologetically Natural and the co-owner of Fair Start with my husband. And I am the Unapologetically Black Queen.
That means up next is Aisha Tyree.
Hey. I'm Aisha Tyree, mother of three, two girls and a boy, grandmother of two. Yes, I am a GG. I have three businesses. I have Swanky Dang Customized. I have Swanky Dang by Aisha Tyree. Well, that's only two because I just dropped one. So two. I am the personality queen, and y'all figure that out real soon.
And then next up, Patty.
Hey everybody, I'm Patty and I'm the controversial queen. I am the mom of two. I work at Edward Jones and I run my own catering company. And you will find out soon why I'm the controversial queen.
So we are the ladies of When Queens Converse. Let's get into it. Let's start with some hot topics. So the ladies have no idea what the topics are this week. So you're going to get us unfiltered. Let's start off with trap queen rapper Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap has been indicted by the FBI for his alleged involvement in a 100-kilogram drug empire. He allegedly transported and distributed drugs, including heroin and fentanyl, into Long Island. So they have arrested Fetty Wap. Apparently, he has not had any songs that have kept the bills coming in for all them children he got. So now
something.
He is transporting drugs.
Well, maybe that's why I ain't heard from Fetty Wap in a long daggone time. He said, hey, I'm making better money out here on these streets.
Did you call him the trap queen?
The trap queen rapper.
Oh, whoa, I'm back.
The trap queen rapper.
The trap
He
queen
needed
rapper.
that money. He was like, baby, won't you come my way?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, he just lost his daughter.
He did.
Yeah.
He did just lose his daughter. And that is very unfortunate. Anytime the death of a child is involved, definitely unfortunate. He has about 5 or 6 kids, I believe.
I have no idea.
He does.
Yes, he does. Yes.
He does have a couple kids, and he has not had it hit in a while. So he's out serving hits, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. One of the things that we do here at Queens Converse is we always have us a drink. And up on the schedule for that drink is Miss Patty herself.
The bartender. I call myself the bartender. So we're going to start today with, I'm going to call it a flirty French martini. This requires 3 ingredients, and we'll have those pinned for you later on at the end of the show. So in my shaker here, I have some vodka. I'm going to start with the little Tito's, whatever vodka of choice you guys like, long as it's plain. Some Chambord. This is raspberry liqueur, or you can just put any raspberry liqueur in there. And some pineapple juice. Okay. So I'm going to add some ice into my shaker. Have my ice down here. And we're gonna shake this up. So you're gonna shake it and make it a little frothy, okay? So excuse the noise, people. Shake it. Shake real
It's
good.
a cute old shaker there, yeah. That's cute.
Come on, shake it.
That's cute, yeah.
Make it real
It
good,
is cute.
cold. And we're gonna pour. Let's see. Makes for you a frothy little cocktail here. And you know, I'm extra. You all will learn that I'm extra, by the way. And we're gonna add some raspberries at the top.
Oh, fancy.
Come on, fancy.
And there's your drink. There's your flirty French martini. Cheers, ladies.
I have mine.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Yes.
Mine's not as fabulous as yours, though, but it probably takes.
It don't
I
matter.
don't think anybody's is as fabulous as hers.
Oh, you know I'm extra.
That's your
It's
flirty
strong,
French
for
martini,
sure.
which is quite good. Quite good. So let's get back into these hot topics. Ice Cube. Ice Cube has walked away from a $9 million movie project due to their vaccine mandate. He was set to star in the film Oh Hell No, opposite Jack Black. Seems like he's the one that said, "Oh hell no."
Oh hell no!
Hell to the no.
He said, "Oh hell no, y'all." He said,
no, Bobby.
"No, I will not be getting vaccine, and I will not be taking this role." And he has walked away from $9 million. Now y'all gonna walk away from $9 million? Y'all
Well,
walk
we
away
wouldn't because we don't have no millions. He does, so he can walk away from 9 million. Shit.
I'm
like,
Which
what
walk
you
away
want?
from $9 million?
Which
And that is
one?
correct. It is clearly because I
Wow,
have
wow.
no millions. If it was 9, you can go ahead and stick me. Come on, let's go.
Well,
Let's
it goes
go.
against
That
his
man
principles.
said he stands for something. I can appreciate
And I'm not
that.
mad.
I
That's right.
see a man that stands for something now.
I
Shit.
am not mad at him.
I am not mad at him, and I can appreciate that. But again, I'm not walking away from that.
You wouldn't be that person. You wouldn't be that one, huh?
But if you already had millions, would you walk away from it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so he already got millions.
If
That
I
man is
had
paid.
millions and 9 would not make a difference, I could walk away. And I mean, you know,
That
this
9
man's
million not
children
making
are
him no
grown.
difference.
Yeah.
It's not making him no difference. By the time he cut that check
Now,
up,
wait a
honey,
minute now. Listen, y'all.
He
9
paid
million,
everybody. He ain't getting
9
no
million
money.
can make a difference in anybody's life. I don't think millions already. What you mean? You invest in the multiply.
He might have
that
other
thing and make that
investments.
thing
I don't
Listen,
know.
it can make a difference in our lives, but 9 million and Jay-Z is like $5. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But even Ice
We
Cube
ain't
got
talking
money,
about
so I'm
Jay-Z
saying
money.
he
We
got
talking
But
about
money.
Ice Cube, Jay-Z,
Ice Cube ain't got Jay-Z money now.
No.
Jay-Z
You
got
said
Ice
9
Cube
million
money.
can make, you know, a difference
got
in
Ice Cube
anybody's
money.
life. Nah, not anybody. But
So
yeah.
at
Well,
what point are you going to compromise your integrity and what you stand for then? So at what million are you capping off at? Since
I
Nah.
compromise mine at
Same thing.
1
Kyrie
million.
is standing up. He's losing
9
money.
million.
Losing out money every day. Every time I have a game, he's losing out money. But he
I
said
compromise my integrity at 1 million.
Yeah. I'm compromised.
But that's because I don't have no millions.
that's what
So,
I'm saying. He already
I
has
get my
millions though.
integrity back after that million.
We're speaking on Ice Cube millions. So at what point is he gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna need that money"? Ice Cube good. I don't think he needs any money.
No, clearly he don't. If he can walk away.
And listen, he's standing for what he believes in. At some point,
And I
we want people to stand for
all
what they believe in.
Honestly, I really do.
Yeah, we want them to stand for what they believe in. And we want to be like, oh no, take the money. Nah, fuck
Yeah.
them. Shit.
Yeah, I agree. Well, y'all, Michael Myers is homophobic.
Oh God.
Michael Myers. What?
Yes,
You ever heard
ma'am.
about that?
Why is he even relevant? What?
He killed
Michael
somebody.
Myers is
in the movie.
homophobic. There is a large majority who believe that the murder of 2 gay characters in his new movie, Halloween Kills, sends the wrong message and further adds to the stigma that members of the alphabet gang, because that's what I call it, the alphabet gang, the LGBTQIA plus that community, the alphabet gang
already
should be killed for being who they are. So Michael Myers is homophobic. He apparently is also
Well, listen,
racist
we
and
should stand up once
misogynistic.
again because Black people are always the first people to get killed in movies, and we ain't said shit yet. Now, come on.
What about the women that get killed?
He's a misogynist too.
Okay, all right, okay.
Michael
now you
Myers.
can't even kill nobody no more. It's something wrong
I'm
with
sick of this shit.
So
So now they didn't call a fictional character.
That's how you feel.
It's too
They ain't
much.
got my nerves upset now.
It's too much now. It's too much. It's
A
ridiculous.
fictional. Sorry, I'm back.
This man been killing people for years, and all of a sudden, something wrong with him.
He's been killing women,
Halloween
children,
movies have been?
and kids, men, dogs. Michael Myers takes them out. But now, all of a sudden, he is homophobic.
It's
Now,
a
why y'all
problem.
ain't told us that Michael was racist before? Because he been killing black folks.
Why
Been
would
killing
he
them.
first? Why wasn't he racist then?
The homophobe.
They too
Because he was
sensitive
doing
to
the
me.
job, they really wanted to
They
take
need a
us
little
out
bit.
anyway.
They need a little bit thicker skin for
Okay,
me.
Patty.
That's all I'm
They do.
saying.
So behind serial killer, add / homophobe to Michael Myers list.
Okay.
It wasn't gonna get a watch for me no way. So I don't do
Listen.
no horror.
He
And
not
I
gonna
love
go
that.
down for killing them people. He gonna go down for
Homophobic
killing
or
the
not.
K first. Sick of the
I
shit.
love a scary movie, so I want them to kill them all. That's what I'm there for.
Hell no.
Moving on, Patty. R. Kelly is appealing his charge.
Woo!
Here we
How
go.
much do I need to send on his books?
Girl, shut up.
Do I gotta put my house up?
Yes,
They say
you
he
probably
broke.
will have to
They
put
say
your
he
house up.
broke.
Girl, let me go down here to the bail bondsman and get this house put up.
He might need a little something. He might
probably
need a
do
little
about
something.
it.
He'll take it.
I can at least get him to retain the lawyer for my house. At least that much.
He is appealing his racketeering conviction and has hired the attorney who helped get Cosby out of jail.
He need to get Johnny Cochran on the case.
Wow.
He's dead.
What, he gonna bring him from
Well,
the
he's
dead?
dead.
He's
Well,
dead.
no,
If
what
he
I'm saying,
get
he
him,
did
it's gonna
need
be a
him on the
scarce
case.
situation.
That's what he needed on the case, though.
He need to call Michael Myers and see if
He
can
need
raise
to
him
get
from the
Olivia
dead,
Pope.
'cause-
She gonna get down to the bottom of it. Where's Olivia Pope?
Listen,
Not
as
Olivia
you may
Pope.
know, as of September 27th, he was found guilty of racketeering charges on 12 individual acts, including sex with multiple underage girls.
Oh, wait a minute. On how many acts?
12.
Well played.
Well,
That's how many acts he got.
One.
Okay,
We go to
okay.
my room of fun. See, he was
Ooh,
telling
And
us
you
back
gonna
then
stay
what was
longer in
happening.
that room before when you get in there. You will not be able to get out when you go to that room before. You will be
I'm
stuck.
adding that to my background music next time.
And also a 1994 scheme to bribe a public official for a fake ID for a 15-year-old Aaliyah so that he can marry her.
Is that public official still alive?
Apparently so, because he snitched.
I need to find him. I need to find him.
well, what you gonna do when you find him, girl?
I'm going to
You
find
gonna
him.
speak on that? Okay, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I can't talk about it.
Okay.
Sounds like some bullshit in
Keep
the
it
water
close
to
to
me.
your chest, sis. Keep it close to your chest.
I got
Some bullshit to you.
It's some bullshit to me.
So
But I'm
R.
happy he
Kelly's
hired
trying
that
to
public
get off.
defender. Because his lawyers who he got, they full of shit. That's why he got found guilty.
R. Kelly cannot.
Is that
the
why
chances
he got
of R.
found
Kelly
guilty?
getting off are slim
Is
to
that
damn
why?
none.
They not working
What
hard
happened?
on
Johnny
his
Cochran
behalf,
been
Aisha.
alive, he would have been acquitted because the glove wouldn't have fit.
It would not have fit.
It
So
wouldn't have
you
been-
must have
it wouldn't have
quit.
That's why he need Cochran on the case.
But
If
raise
he
him
was
from the
alive.
dead. Let's do a seance and raise him from the dead. I don't know. Because that's what he
Ooh,
gonna
Y'all
need
leave
at this
Cochran
point.
alone. He is not
Shit.
coming back for this bullshit. You hear me?
Oh, wow.
We need his
He is
spirit.
not here for this bullshit. Leave Cochran alone.
We need his
Them
spirit,
red
honey.
Kelly.
Honey.
You know what he
you don't
need? I'm
wanna
gonna tell
be
you
in
what he
jail.
what kind of lawyer he needs.
What he need,
He
ma'am?
need those lawyers that get them kingpin charges dropped because that's the kind of lawyer he
That's
needs.
what he need. He need them charges them lawyers that help Trump get off.
Listen. Let R. Kelly get his 3 hot.
So he
and a
need the
cot and
United
get up
States
underneath that
government on his
jail.
side. Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
I
it is
can't
what it is,
hear.
right?
I cannot care. Fuck R. Kelly.
Oh,
Girl,
Okay.
fuck you. Don't
And
talk
that's
about
fine, too.
Kels.
Well, Lord. Well,
Fuck
Lord. Now,
Kells.
listen.
You hear me?
I always support my black men, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say F them, you know what I'm saying? We got too many black men going down.
I'ma still listen to it.
He do
I'm
need
still
to do
gonna
some
step in
time.
the name of love. I still
He need to do
believe I
some
can
time.
fly. The fuck?
He need to do
I
some
will be
time.
protesting any plays
But-
of R. Kelly around my household.
Wow.
He needs to do some time, but
It's
I
a
still
good thing
feel
we all
like
live in different states because I like R. Kelly music. I'm sorry he's a
Well, me and my baby
Hell
make
no.
love to some honey love every once in a while. I'm just
Oh
saying.
Lord.
come on, honey love.
Come on now.
I don't know, R. Kelly. You got some people who are rooting for you.
I'm gonna have
They
him write
might
us
be
a
sending
song
you a
for
couple
Queen's
dollars from your
Converse.
commissary.
I'm
Listen,
gonna
a lot of
do a
these
couple of hours of
90s, these
overtime.
90s babies was made off of R. Kelly. I don't
Yeah.
know what they talking about.
I'm for
I'm
sure
gonna
I
do
got
1 or 2
pregnant. I
hours
got
of.
pregnant for R. Kelly track. I'm for sure,
Listen.
100%.
I got
I
pregnant
did
off of
not.
R. Kelly too. I cannot tell a lie. I did get pregnant off of R. Kelly's Cookie Monster.
I got
Oh,
pregnant
Jesus.
on half on a baby. Let's go half on a baby. Yes.
We
We all went half on the baby.
And
Yeah.
did.
And did. So I'll take a sip to R. Kelly and good luck to him.
Yeah. All right.
You know, maybe he'll figure it out. Maybe he won't.
When I do my overtime hour, I'm gonna maybe do 1 or 2 overtime hours. I'm gonna send him a little money, little lunch money every 2
Little
weeks.
lunch money. Okay.
Little lunch money.
Maybe
That's what I
might
can
be
do
able to
for
get a
him.
cigarette or something.
That's what I can do for
Sticker
him.
ad. I wonder what he doing in jail. Like,
I
He
hope
wants
he
some
writes
cookies.
some lyrics, some songs or something. We're gonna need something because he's going down forever. So we're gonna need some type of songs or something to hold us over. Me specifically.
You
he got enough
specifically. You would
in
need
his
some
catalog to hold us
I'm
over.
gonna need him to
That's
hold
for
me
sure.
over.
It's gonna be a long time. He's gonna have to hold y'all for a long time. Because
I'm gonna need another trapped in the
day
cell.
for a long time.
Ashaki, I'm gonna need trapped in the cell. That's what I'm
Trapped
gonna
in the cell.
That's what I'm gonna need from him. Mm-hmm.
Trapped in the cell, honey.
Trapped in the cell.
He is trapped. He's gonna be trapped in Gen Pop. Is where he gonna be trapped.
Y'all think he
I
in
hope
Gen
they
Pop?
don't get to him. Don't
No,
y'all
you know, he's
tell
probably
me
in
jail.
isolation because it's R. Kelly. Well,
But then that gotta be miserable.
Ain't nobody trying to hurt R. Kelly. They don't care nothing. Don't nobody care about him being a
That
pedophile.
white man tried to hurt him, and it upset me.
What white man?
You remember the white man? They had said the white man had fought him, and they had to get somebody had to get moved. I don't remember if it was Kales or they moved that heathen away from him.
Know.
That man said he did not appreciate what you've been doing to them young girls.
He didn't do all of it, but we won't talk about that. We'll save that for another episode.
Here you
All
go
right,
with the
we're gonna
bullshit.
take a pause for the cause and thank one of our sponsors of today's show.
Today's sponsor is Unapologetically Natural. Unapologetically Natural, where health and wellness is a lifestyle. Check out their new scent, Romance. You can follow Unapologetically Natural on Facebook or Instagram. Place an order and use the coupon code QUEENS.
So today in Black in America, we are discussing the HBCUs were due to receive $45 billion, and it has been cut down to $2 billion. As a part of Biden's $3.5 trillion budget proposal, Biden included a $45 billion in funding for HBCUs. It is being reported that $45 billion has been reduced to a mere $2 billion by congressional Democrats. We also have to keep in mind that what the president proposes, Congress disposes.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Williams, the president and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, says it isn't a cut because you can't cut what you never got.
I heard that.
Well, my issue is that, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
My issue is that you use HBCUs, fraternities, sororities, because, Kamala's, AKA, and, so they were riding on their coattails to get them elected.
Yeah.
Say he's like, yeah, 45, whatever. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. But now that you were in the position that you need to be in, that you wanted to be in, now all of a sudden, we didn't commit to that. We didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you what I want to give you. That's a concern to me.
So
because we are the ones that
no money has been given as of now. It is a proposal, and that Congress has to vote on it. Now, let's be clear. The Democrats hold the House. So, it will be voted on. And again, as I said, the president proposes and Congress disposes. So, we all have probably heard about the multiple HBCUs whose facilities are in dire need.
Howard.
Yes.
They showed pictures and videos of that, and that was disgusting. And I can't even believe they got them children living in that condition. I really can't. Mold and
all of that money,
roach infestations. It's ridiculous.
Tuskegee is also on the list of living conditions whose living conditions are out of order.
Who?
I can personally say, yes. Mm-hmm. I can personally say that I have a nephew that is at TSU who is living in a hotel instead of on a college campus because they were not prepared for the influx of students and were not able to get the money to get their housing together. Grambling also, had a little situation a few years ago with their football facility and other facilities. Listen, as a parent who paid for college, and if you see the way you are nickeled and dimed for tuition, I was paying for a pool fund. I was paying for a laundromat. I paid for band facilities. My son ain't even in the band. My baby ain't never used the pool at Grambling. They don't even have a pool at Grambling currently. I'm paying for stuff that these children do not have access to. So some money need to come from somewhere besides out of my pocket.
But can we
wait a minute? I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are they're paying for him to stay at this hotel, correct?
Yes,
yeah.
It is part of his. Yes, it is part of his scholarship and his tuition.
Board. Yes.
Girl, but she's paying for room and board, and his room and board is at a hotel.
I was just wondering, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
My point is that HBCUs need this funding. We need this funding. This is not, something that we are, like I graduated from Indiana University, honey, and I never had any concerns about my room and board. I never had concerns about, the quality of education I was receiving, the technology that was present for me. None of that, none of these were issues. And that's because they have alumni who pour back into them.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that is my thing. I challenge these Black HBCUs alumni to pour back into your schools. My mother is a alumnus of Grambling State University. My aunt. I know that both of those women personally always pour back financially into Grambling. But I challenge, these HBCU graduates to pour back into your schools. That is the difference a lot of times between HBCUs and PWIs. On top of the fact that a lot of Big Ten schools get that football money. So, we don't.
So two things. So one, we need to dissect the money that we are getting. What are we really doing with that money? So can we really take a closer look to where that money is going to in the schools? Because this problem has been going on. It ain't just because Biden's been here. This problem been going on. It's been going on. So we need to take a closer look to find out where the money's actually going to. And then the second thing is, I graduated from a 4-year college here. So I graduated from University of Missouri, St. Louis. And I mean, it wasn't a Black college, but to me, it's more like a 4-year community college. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. My student loans is kicking my ass. Okay. So I may not have the money to give back. I feel like because of the student loans, the interest, we'll be paying on it, the amount that's due, and everybody is not qualifying for a payment plan. Everybody does not have the money to give back like that. So especially those in 4-year college, because those colleges, you have to go away, you paying out-of-state tuition fees. That's a lot. So everybody don't have it to give back.
They do not. But let me say this. There are tons of influential Black people who have graduated from HBCU.
Absolutely.
Oprah Winfrey went to TSU. Doug Williams went to Grambling State University. Mm-hmm. So, there are countless.
Oprah, where you at? Oprah?
Yeah, come on with it.
Okay, I want to put another point on
here. And let me say this. That's not to say that they have or have not, because I personally do not know where Oprah spends her coins.
Listen,
I don't.
TSU should not look the way that it looks if Oprah Winfrey
but is Is she solely responsible just because she has the money?
No, she's not solely responsible, but she does have enough money that TSU should not ever want for anything.
Is she obligated though?
No, she's not obligated. But this is my issue with us as
this is about the community though.
It is.
We do not stick together. We do not unify. We always try to do things in a separate silo, and that's why we can't move and grow and mature and, you know what I'm saying, get our place, our footing in this society like other cultures do, is because we are so divided as a community. If we don't,
but I don't think we should. We always put in the responsibility on celebrities to give back, and I believe that they should, and some of them do. But as Patty said, we do need to take a deeper look into what they're doing with the money that they do receive, because she may have given money. It may have not went the way she wanted to go. So she stopped giving money. We don't know
if she has given money or not. I'm just speaking towards the fact that she is a graduate. So, you know, and clearly my mama ain't no celebrity. My aunt ain't no celebrity. But, you know, they give back. And I'm sure countless people do give back. I'm sure that they do. But it seems as though the major money that they need, these colleges are not getting.
Yeah.
So
and you say, so yes, no, it's not celebrities' responsibilities, but they have the resources to do what they do. And you know, like I see Beyonce and Jay-Z doing their thing, giving their money back to the HBCUs.
And they have given money to Grambling and TSU and several other colleges. To Tuskegee.
Right. But I'm saying but we don't take on that responsibility in the Black community. In the white community for PWIs, they're not celebrities, but they still have that money and they pour back into their schools. Yes, that onus is on you. You have that platform, you have those resources. Yes, it is on you.
Yeah. No, I was just always offering like another side to look at it, because I do feel like sometimes that we always think that because they got all this money, they're obligated to do it. They're not obligated. We would love for them to do it. They're not obligated to do it.
It's not an obligation, but my thing is a sense of community. We can't complain about what we would like to see if we are not willing to be a part of the change that we would like to see. And again, I don't know who has done what, and it doesn't have to be publicized. And I want to say that because I'm sure that there are people who have done things, but, have not publicized. Master P got on TV. I believe his son goes to TSU. Master P got on TV, and, he talked about giving back to this community and to these schools. He said, listen, if you went to TSU and you got, you are well known, you need to be showing up to the games. Show up to the games. Show up to the fundraisers, show up to some of the events, encourage your friends, because listen, and I'm using Oprah. Oprah don't come for me. I'm using Oprah as an example, but think about how many influential friends that Oprah has that could help.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's not just on Oprah, but hey, if I got billions of dollars and my circle has billions of dollars, how come I can't come to y'all and say, hey, listen, this year, you think, because it's a tax write-off. Yeah. You think maybe we could get together collectively and give $5 million to Grambling? Or $5 million
I would like for us when we do give the money, it seems like to me, I'm always hearing about scholarship money, scholarships. The kids do need money to go to school, okay? But I never really hear anything where the money goes to the building fund or something like that. So that's why
I've been paying my tithe to the church building fund and bought shit Baptist for a while.
And your money
16%.
Well, the 16% has been handled. Don't you worry about that. We'll get into that on a later date.
Sip on it. You weren't ready to
on a later date.
Take a sip.
All right, so we're going to take another pause for the pause and shout out another one of our sponsors.
make it wrong.
Something that can make you do wrong.
Yeah.
Make it nice.
Yeah.
Love.
Come on.
Oh, he got
Come
burned
on,
with them
he
grits.
was
He got burned with them grits. Look at
Them
Bobby
grits.
Womack. Who got burned with the grits? Was it
No, that was
Al?
Al that got
That
Bobby
was-
Womack was just a hoe.
That
Bobby
was Al
Womack
that
was
got
just a
with
hoe.
the grits.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's talk love and happiness, y'all. I got two different things. First of all, I would like to discuss time limits on relationship, on steps in relationships.
Oh,
So
go.
when I say that, I mean, after I've been dating you for, let's say, 6 months, is it now time to have a conversation about, hey, what are we?
Absolutely.
If
Yes.
I've been dating you for 2 years, is it now time to have a conversation, if you want to be married, about, hey, where are we at marriage wise? Do you all have time constraints on relationships?
Who's going
I'll
first?
go first.
Ooh,
I'll
go
go
first.
We was ready
No.
for this conversation. We were ready.
There should be no time restraints because I think a relationship should flow the way it's going to flow. Like if you feel like at 6 months, I'm ready to talk about marriage at this point, then you do that. I don't think that you should say, well, I'm gonna wait till a year. Like putting time restraints on relationship constrain a relationship. That's the way I look at it.
Let me ask you a question. How long are you going to allow somebody to, I call it, hold you hostage?
I'm not doing
You're not
that.
on the same page as somebody. That's something that you get out at the beginning of a relationship in the first 3 months. I don't even know what you're talking about, where you at.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you want to be married? Oh, do you feel like you want to be married? Is it something that we are working towards? That should be established early on.
I agree.
So we both say, yes, we want to be married. Yes, I want to be married. 2 years down the line, you ready, but he's not.
Well,
did you talk about it in the beginning?
But
yeah,
see,
we
that's
talked
how the
about it,
conversation
and I said I
just
wanted to be
had
married.
one time. I wouldn't think you wouldn't talk about it just one time, but that's something that if you're growing and you know what I'm saying, that's the goal. You're communicating about this on a regular basis, not like just marriage, but you know what I'm saying, how you want to be when you marry. You know what I'm saying? What does this look like to you? What does this look like to you? If you were, in this situation, then how would you handle it? You are grooming one another and having those conversations because that's you are moving towards one goal.
So
I agree.
Patty,
I agree, but I get what Shaki's saying. So if we sit down and we talk about these things in the very beginning, and 2 years pass, and we talk about it often, but nothing's happening. We ain't doing nothing about it. We're gonna sit down and have a very serious conversation. Like, hey,
how long am I going to allow you to hold this place in line?
So
I think that it changes with your age. Go ahead, Patty.
So for me, with all my relationships that I start lately, I'm gonna especially say since I've gotten out of my last relationship, I try to make it known. Talk loud. I don't like these ladies here, honey. I don't like these ladies. But anyway, like I said, with all of my relationships that I have started, okay, in the past 5 years, I will say, I try to make it known up front what I want. And I'm very conscious about knowing what I want up front and in any relationship, how it starts. And I do know who I'm dealing with. I'm 41 years old. I'm not no kid no more. So I know that I'm not going to give something. If I know that I'm getting into it with a man who is not ready to commit to me, I know what to expect from him. But I also know what I'm getting myself into. So I think it also depends on your mind frame. So I know that I'm like, there are certain people that I'm talking to that I may have talking to that I know not to expect something from them. Right. Okay. But am I going to entertain it for the moment? Absolutely. So there is no conversation to be had. When I get with somebody who I'm ready to have a conversation with and makes their, their expectations known, okay, then I'm ready for that. Actually, a guy recently that I started talking to, he made his expectations known to me up front, what he wanted and what he expects out of a relationship.
So is that a bad thing? Let me ask you that. Is that a bad thing? Like, does that make
absolutely
you
not?
Okay. No. I've heard men say, hey, in our first conversation, she basically was like, I want to be married and I want to have kids. And for me, that was too much for a first initial conversation.
Oh, yeah. our first initial, that to me, that's a
I
little
don't
bit.
think so.
I don't think so
For somebody
either.
that you're just meeting. Now, this is I
don't think so, because if you're just meeting somebody, that can be just part of a normal conversation, because we're talking, we're getting to know each other. So if that first conversation leads to, well, you know, what you want to do, but my goals,
Right.
this is what I want out of life.
And listen, and that don't mean I want it with you. So ain't no reason for you to get nervous.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I want it with you. This is just what I desire, period.
The way that Muffy said it is totally different than the way you said it, because you was, to me, it was just like, I'm looking for this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but when Muffy said, Muffy was like, you know, if the conversation leads to that, then yeah, I'm gonna, you know, you ask me, we're talking about it. Of course, I'm gonna voice where I stand and what I want. Yes, that makes sense. But I'm saying a woman and a man shouldn't come on the first date come out some, well, this is what my expectations are. I want to be married. Are you up to this? Are you? Damn.
Well, listen, here's the reality. So I feel like, to a certain extent, some of that needs to be had. You know, if a person comes to me and say, hey, I want to be married. Listen, I don't know if I want to be married. So let me get that out the way, because I might not be the person for you. And I don't want you to waste your time waiting on me, because listen, my mind may or may not change. Now, you are able to stick around based upon what I have told you.
Right.
You know that you want to be married. I don't know that. I feel like most days I don't want to be married. Then there are days that I feel like, maybe.
So I'll say this. You, in a month, you ain't wasting no time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it had to be the first day conversation. If it comes up, then yes, okay. But in a month's time, you ain't wasting no time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no skin off your back if you guys decide that this, you know what I'm saying, we are on two different pages. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that it's not a mandatory timeline, I don't think, for people to have that conversation. But I do think the earlier that you have that conversation, the better, so that you can say, hey, well, you know what? You and I ain't gonna really probably mix, because I'm on this and you on this. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree, but I just don't think that it should be, you know, something that's just like bow.
You can go in starting, because listen, I went into my current relationship telling him, I don't want this. I want to date and have fun, and he was like, me too. Look at me.
How long that lasts?
And then what? And then what?
And it's still
and then what?
And then what?
And then you cuffed up. And then you cuffed up.
And then what happened was we just kept hanging out.
But that's what makes, because y'all had the same goal, though. You see what I'm saying? It depends on your goal. If it's nothing wrong with wanting not to put no commitment on it, because you never know. Y'all have the same goal right now, but hell, maybe in another month or two, hell, next year, you be like, damn, I like this girl. I want to be with her.
It changes.
I make it work.
It changes.
I have definitely been in situations.
Shocky can tell you, I was over it. I was like, I
remember. You
I don't want no relationship.
She was so
over a relationship. I'm gonna be the single auntie that travel all the time. Hell,
that'll be me. That'll be me. I'm gonna let y'all get booed up.
I'm letting the kids do whatever they want to do.
I know, right? The reality of it is that things change. I mean, and I've also found myself in that situation. I found myself, you know, being in something lighthearted. And then the more you're around a person, if y'all vibe well, it's almost hard not to think about the what ifs. Yeah. What if I came home to you every day? What if you was in my bed every night? What if I was taking vacations with you, bent over about
in that bed?
You know, it happens. So, I mean, I think that is the reality of hanging with or spending time with someone. And it might be the opposite of hanging with somebody and you being like, oh, no, nigga, I'm not going to be able to do this. I can't do this. No, because you sleep and I'm still up trying to live my life and you want to go to bed. I'm trying to be out here in these streets.
Right. And at our age, it's about, when you hit 40, you know what you want now for most people.
Hopefully.
And it's about not settling for less. I'm not saying you'll meet the person that's going to be 100% of what you want. But like you say, when you're hanging around somebody, you're like, and you just noticing, certain things I knew that I wasn't going to be for me. It was going to be a deal breaker. I knew that coming in. I knew that if you didn't love music the way I do, deal breaker. If you didn't love football or you was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, That was a deal breaker for me.
Or
I don't care what nobody say or think. That was a deal breaker for me, straight off the bat. If you wasn't into family, deal breaker for me. If you didn't understand the relationship I have with my friends and we travel all the time, deal breaker for me. So then you pay attention to those. So we went on a few trips. I paid attention to the reaction to that. Around
but
my
that's what
family,
I'm saying.
I paid attention to the reaction to
Age
that.
has something to do with it as well. Age has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, age and Muffy's
not
been
kids
married
no more.
before. Age and Muffy's been married before and age. I think that experience on top of your age brings you to a new, you know what I'm saying, understanding of who you are, what you want out of life. And at 40 years old, you like, shoot, I got, you know what I'm saying, I've lived most of my life already. I don't have no time to play with the rest of these years that I have on this earth.
Exactly.
So we become a lot more, you know what I'm saying, protective of our time.
And hey, listen, above all else, I protect my peace. Yeah.
And my peace. If you just
why you spend those years wasted on somebody who you don't have something in common with? Like, I'm not gonna do it. So for me, on the first date, we can have a good time, we can laugh, we can shoot the shit. I still want to know, what are your intentions? Okay, like, because listen, if I'm telling you today, Patty don't want to get married today. Okay, I'm not saying another year I won't feel something different, but today it's not what I have in mind. Okay, and if you want to stick around, that's on you. If you want to leave, hey, it's been good. We had a good time. No hard feelings. I want to know on the first date. I don't want to wait around no motherfucking month of shit. No.
So there are. I mean, I think everybody has slight time constraints. Listen, if I've been dating you 9 months and we have not had a conversation about what are we? And I hate that. Mm-hmm. What are we? But listen, you've taken up 9 months of my time and I've been dating you. Are we moving to the next step?
Ashaki, I'm gonna say I had that conversation.
Did they take up 9 months of your time, or did you give up 9 months?
I had that conversation in 4 months.
And so at that same point, listen, now we finna have a conversation because I'm reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
Come on, Maxine Waters.
I'm reclaiming my time. Listen, you done took up 9 months of my time, or I didn't gave you 9 months of my time, whatever the case may be. Listen, let's have a conversation. What are we going to do? Are we moving forward, or are we going to be friends? Because I'm okay with either or. Let me be clear. I'm okay with either or, but I do think that there has to be some type of clarity in regards.
It has to be.
Yes, you need clarity. You need clarity. I don't want to date somebody unexclusively date somebody for a year. I don't have any desire to do that. If I'm going to give you a year of my time, I need some sort of something behind it, a commitment, a regular penis appointment, something. I need to know that you are not community penis.
No, you need to know what it is so I can act accordingly. Because in 4 months, I said, we all vibing really good, but I am still being offered dates. So I don't want to, I need to see what this is.
But he was very clear. And he was very intentional about what he desired from you.
Yeah. I asked and he was like, no, this is it. It wasn't no hesitation about it.
You're not going nowhere. What you mean? You thought you were going somewhere?
Absolutely.
But because I respected the friendship that we had at that point, I said, let me have this conversation. Even though we had the conversation in the beginning, we're not dating exclusively, but I still felt the need to have the conversation again.
Right.
Like, okay, we said that 4 months ago, but we've been hanging together.
And things change. Listen, things change daily. What were you saying, Akua?
No, I was just saying that my husband asked me to marry him within the 5 months that we were dating. Now, I will the caveat to this is that I have known him and we have dated, previously throughout our, throughout 20 years. But when we started dating this last time, it was 5 months before he asked me to marry him. And we went into the relationship knowing that that was our intentions. When we dated before, we knew with that it was just us dating and hanging out, having fun. When we
came cool. Y'all were younger then.
They were younger then. But let me say something. That brother could not be deterred. You hear me? Shaki
said in a month after y'all started dating, she said to me, she said, Trevor won't marry Cool. I said, she was like, mark my words, and it's going to happen before this year is out. And I'd be goddamn if he wasn't calling talking about, sister, what kind of ring? What you think she? I said,
he knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted.
So I tried to stall him out. And not because of anything in particular, but I was like, because he wanted to do something. And I said, well, you know, what about June? He said, hey, I'm proposing on New Year. I was like, oh, are you sure you don't want to wait a little time and, you know, get you some this and do this? He said, no, New Year's.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
And that's another thing about time constraints. At 5 months, he knew what the fuck he wanted.
He knew. Because he's already dated her before. He knows her. They have history together. Like, and he's in a different space in his life.
And
this man
know
what he wants. He didn't did what he had to do. She doing what she did, what she had to do. He knew what he wanted. And look at them
know.
now.
Men know. You can let a man drag you along if you want to. They know.
That's right.
Don't let them tell you they don't know. That's some BS. They drag you along. He playing in your face, sis.
What was your second question? You had a second question. What was the second question you had? You said what? Question. You had a second question. What was that?
I do. My second question is, and I saw this online. If you met the perfect mate, and I mean perfect in every way, he is the one. Then he asks you to be a part of a polyamorous or a polygamous relationship with 2 other women. All bills paid, car paid off, and a $2,500 stipend a month, with Tuesdays and Thursdays being your day.
I need Monday and Wednesdays.
Would you say?
I'm trying to tell y'all this story real quick. So when we were at this party last night, and it was a mixed crowd. So it was black people. It was a group of black people, a group of white people, and a group of Asians. Those were the ethnicities represented, right? And I mean, you know, it was a costume party. People was turned up. You know, they was doing their jumping thing and just having a good old time, right? And so I told Trevor, we sat down and I said, in about an hour, they're gonna say everybody get butt naked. I said, what you gonna do when they say that? He was like, I said, oh, okay. Hey, about 45 minutes, the guy got on the mic. He was like, I feel like I'm about to get naked. I said, told you. He was like, but that's a no for me, just so you know.
That's a no for you. Patty,
that's a no.
Mondays and Wednesdays? It's a yes for you. You need Mondays and Wednesdays.
I need Mondays and Wednesdays for me. Okay. Occasionally I can mingle on maybe a Saturday. It depends, right? Mm-hmm. But at this age, if I could have a Monday and Tuesday, you just never know what I'm gonna do. I'm a short on Monday and Tuesday though. I'll tell you that.
Hell to the no, the fuck no. No, is what the fuck I'm telling you. Because no, the fuck.
Listen, I feel like sign me up for the Christian Jubilee. Listen, as long as in this the caveat be added that, hey, in the midst of you doing you, I'm gonna do me.
So
let that be known.
Okay,
that ain't how it works though. The poly relationships don't work like that.
They do. You have a poly triad, you have poly quadruples. It just depends.
Right, but what I'm
sit
saying
down and you discuss
so you're saying you could do you within your relationship. You're not stepping out there like with the other.
I'm doing me now.
Is that what you're
saying? Here's the deal. If you have Tuesdays and Thursdays are reserved for you. I am your woman on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What I do these other days are of
that's what I'm saying. Most poly relationships don't work like that. What you are explaining to me is just a relationship with boundaries. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's just me and you. And that when you're in a poly relationship, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened just now. When you're in a poly relationship, it's normally Tuesdays and Thursdays is your days, but it's within this household. If you want to mingle with another member of this relationship, fine. But you can't step out. You can't do your own thing out.
Well, but you have
everybody else got
they are whatever you want them to be. It's whatever you desire.
It's what you wanted to be. There you go.
We know. I have a little bit of experience. The reality of it is that, you desire what you desire. But again, you have to speak up. Listen, yeah, I'm okay. Let's do it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're going to pay these bills and this car going to get paid off. Okay. Now, what are your expectations of me? Are your expectations of me that I'm only your girlfriend and that I only deal with you while you deal with 2 other women?
Which goes into a whole other conversation. They want it all on their time.
So yeah, listen, I can do it. I can do it based upon being able to set my own parameters. If we can sit down and we can set our own parameters, come on, let's do it. Let's get these bills paid.
That's right.
And let's get this.
I don't understand how that's considered a relationship.
$2,500 stipend. I'm gonna be traveling the world on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because I'm not due back till Tuesday and Thursday.
Now listen. In my marriage, I would not do that. Okay.
Absolutely.
And now, if we're talking about something different, if I was not in my marriage or something like that, I've had this conversation before, and it always involves girls. And I'm like, well, that's fine if you want to bring girls, and if I want to have a guy, like it has to be some reciprocity. Like you can't just be out here, living your good life, and I'm over here just sitting waiting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Now we got
it just depends on you.
Fair on this side and fair on that side, and I wouldn't know in the marriage. Then yeah, that would be something that we could discuss. I wouldn't be appalled by it. I say that.
But again, it all depends on you. Everybody's relationship is different, so there's no right or wrong answer here.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, for me, my Mondays and Wednesdays will work out just fine as long as I can have that 2022 Yukon all black. Maybe black leather on the inside.
It's gonna be paid off.
Well, listen, I'm gonna what it off,
is. Sis.
If it's the 2017 to 2022, we good. Mondays and Wednesdays is my day. I'm gonna show out on my days. You do what the fuck you gonna do in your days.
You gonna show out on your days
over here.
Acrobats. Come on, let's get this ceiling fan rocking.
What'd you say? For my days?
You gonna show out on your days?
I'm gonna show the fuck out on my days.
Show out,
okay?
Come on, then,
I'm gonna show the fuck out on my days.
Come on, Pastor.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me show you what I can do. Bitch can't do it like me. Bitch can't do it like me. Baby, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I promise.
Drop down and get your ego on, yeah.
Some Tuesdays and Thursdays, my stipend gonna get increased.
And let's be honest, that motherfucker ain't even gonna last all them days, okay? Baby, a rub of the bag.
He gonna come around.
All right, baby, don't go to sleep. He ain't gonna last all them days.
Can we just watch Netflix? Yeah, baby, come on, let's watch Netflix.
He can't hang all them days anyway.
Yeah, no.
Girl,
I can't do it on no day.
Let me tell you something. First of all, most of the men that want multiple women can't please one woman.
Okay.
But you won't
barely.
Sir, this thing barely get hard. What you mean? You ride around with this flat tire? But okay, boo.
But this brings me to the topic. I don't even know if we should talk about that now. Daddy's girls.
Oh, Lord. Listen, we have got to delve into that. I am concerned. I don't think the other ladies know. There is a cult called Daddy's
Girls on TikTok.
On Daddy's
women are in love with this stud.
Wait, but let me tell them the backstory. She's really not a stud. Her wife is the stud. The wife used to be the daddy of Daddy's Girls, but something happened where she couldn't be maybe legal matters. So she turned her feminine wife into a stud to now lead Daddy's Girls. And these women are really, they admit they in this cult. They love Daddy. They got her name tattooed, Angela tattooed.
They give money.
And they never met him in person.
But y'all
listen,
and they even got people drivers
and I don't give
of Daddy's Girls.
Listen to me. The extent of the women that can get some money from me is right here on this phone. You hear me?
And they are all BBWs.
chaos. But y'all letting this just frolic, just go on, just forever.
Well, these are consenting adults. Them was cheering.
And
These are consenting adults, all BBWs now. They're all BBWs.
They BBWs, yeah. Daddy likes big women. He likes his women. They only want
BBWs. And
what are their benefits though? What are they getting?
They are in love.
It doesn't seem like they're getting anything. And maybe we need to talk to them.
They haven't even met her in person.
Have left. But there are some that stay. Listen, let me tell you something. I find it strange people who can be in cults and you can sell me a drink.
Okay.
You can't sell me no drink.
Sell me no drink.
You can't sell me no drink. There was a man who had a cult, and he was telling the women that the divine milk of the Lord was coming from his penis.
They had to suck his dick. Let's be real. They had to suck his dick until he came.
Suck his penis to receive the divine milk of the Lord.
And they were doing it.
I know you lying.
Milk of the Lord.
Yeah,
I know you lying.
Girl,
but this is the
divine milk of the Lord.
Who are we faulting here, though? We faulting the man or these women?
Everybody.
I'm not faulting the men. They getting over with it.
People who are
believe that stupid shit.
You would be surprised. You know how many people
not this one over here. I don't believe that dumb ass shit. That sounds stupid.
You know how many people died with Jim Jones? You know how many people want to belong and feel accepted?
There were black people there too.
And there were black people there with Jim Jones.
That upsets me even more. That really upsets me.
With Jim Jones.
Well, Daddy's girls are all black. These are all black women. And Daddy's girls. Women,
yes.
All black women. All black.
Yeah. He was black.
Oh my Lord in heaven.
They were black.
Y'all gotta see me. I need to do some research on this. I can find out what's going on.
Oh girl, I'm down all into that. I got all the tea because I can't believe it. I thought it was a joke.
Jesus out of it. Leave Jesus out of it. What's happening here? I'm just saying. So you'd be surprised.
Okay.
You'll be surprised what goes on.
I just want to know, what can you tell me to make me believe or want to be part of this? Like, what?
Nothing. I can't be tamed now. So what the fuck you gonna tell me?
Because you are not broken down enough. You have to be broke down. You have to be at your rock bottom and your
weak-minded.
The world has got to have given up on you and has had to beat you down so much that any amount of love and acceptance makes you happy. So now this man loves me and he is going to take me to the Father. And to get to the Father, I have to see the divine milk of the King.
Lord. I don't have much to bring.
Come on, Tamala, man.
No, my heart is torn. That song is definitely meant for a cult person because listen, my heart is torn in pieces.
Not cult person.
Here's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone.
Girl, that's my song too. Am I fucked up? Wait a minute.
You was gonna be one of them daggone victims. Look at
girl, you was gonna be daddy's girl.
You gonna receive the divine.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna look at that
you
song.
Was gonna be daddy's girl. Yes, you was.
It just hit me just now. Break that song down. That song is meant for the broken.
Damn. Well, now I won't ever see it the same again, Aisha.
I'm sorry.
Shit.
Okay. I don't know.
You were the girl that I never had. I still have that album. And I want to get to know you better.
Wait a minute. So this guy at work, he says, what's your name? I says, Aisha. He was like, oh, it was a show about you. I said, a show? I said, oh, you talking about the song? He was of the lighter persuasion. I said, you talking about the song? He said, no, the show. Like, you know, Moesha. I said, I did not say Moesha.
Moesha. Mo to the E to the.
I never liked Moesha, by the way.
He heard Sha and he figured
all Sha
must be
Keisha, Isha, Moesha. Same thing.
All right.
All right, y'all. We here at Queens Converse. Can't wait to see you next week. It's been good. What did they say? Love, peace, and happiness, or something about
Love,
some
peace, and
soul
hair grease,
And
y'all.
so,
love, peace, and soul. We'll see y'all next week at When Queens Converse. Bye.
bye, ladies.
See y'all.